What's up, guys? Knicks Daily here back. Today we got to talk about Julius Randle. I've been receiving a lot of comments from Knicks fans saying that there's no reason to trade Randle, that the Knicks aren't looking to trade Randle. And although I'm not a Knicks insider, I don't know any more than you guys. You'd have to imagine that the Knicks would trade Randle at the right price. Now, what is the right price? I have no clue. He's actually under contract for the Knicks until 2026. So he's going to be making $29.5 million if you round up that season. That's a lot of money to commit to. You have to realize that Julius Randle isn't a number one option. He's not a number two option. Is he a number three option on a championship team? We could debate that all day long. So for the Knicks to be paying this guy next season 23.7 million, and then the year after that 25.6, 27.5, and then of course $29.5 million, it's just not worth it. He's not really right for the Knicks, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why. But before you do that, make sure you obviously subscribe, bro. I post daily Knicks videos here, and also hit the like button, get this out to more Knicks videos. And if you guys haven't done it yet, maybe this will convince you, bro. These Knicks PJs that I got, I don't know if you guys can see them, but I don't know. If you, oh, bet. Okay, word. Now you gotta drop a like, man, because I'm rocking Knicks PJs right now, man. So the first reason why the Knicks need to trade Randle is just his play and his ability. He's not a bad player, but I mean, he averaged 20 and 10 to go with 5 assists for the Knicks, which seems good in hindsight. But if you look at his efficiency, he shot 41% from the field, 30.8% from three, 75.6% from the free throw line. Defensively, under a steal, half a block, not really giving you much on that side of the ball. Randall's known for his shot creation. He'd be really good for some teams that need that, like the Timberwolves could definitely use a forward like that. D'Angelo Russell, cough, cough. But I mean, Randall's going to be 28 this year, which again isn't at the like November. Like that's not old. Like it's in the prime of his career, but the Knicks are a couple of years away, so they should definitely move Randall now while his value has some. Like it's not what it was last season. Like the Knicks could have got a bag for Randall last year when he was second team All NBA, but right now it's only going to get worse. Like I don't see why we would go into training camp or go into the season with Julius Randle on the roster. And there's more reasons. We're just getting started. So that's just one of the reasons why the Knicks should move Randle. The other one is his backup is pretty damn good, Obi Toppin. There's been articles coming out. Dude, honestly, like I could clickbait you guys all day. I could make Obi trade videos. I could make Zion videos, but that's not good journalism, man. Like we're not trading Obi Toppin. We're certainly not getting Zion. Why would we want Zion? I mean, he's injury concerns, and it's just we got RJ Barrett, man. Build around him. I mean, obviously Zion would be great for the roster, but this is not realistic. So, but speaking of Obi Toppin though, so if you take a look at what he did, so Julius Randle was shut down with a sore quad over the last 5 games, and Toppin he scored a pair of 20-point games. He also had 35 and 42 in the final 2 games. He shot 46% from three in those 5 games. And it is a small sample size, but I mean, Derrick Rose spoke about Toppin's play and said he took it to another level, which says a lot too, because Derrick Rose is a good veteran, good mentor, but he always speaks the truth. He's got concerns about Quickly. Obviously, Quickly is a really young player, just like Toppin. He's figuring it out, but I mean, for Rose to say that, it definitely has meaning to it. And Rose is going to be on the Knicks next season unless they somehow. I don't think they're going to trade him, so it's going to be Quickly, Rose, and they've got McBride. I don't know what the Knicks are going to do. I know they're looking for a point guard, but I wouldn't be too surprised if they were to draft one and just go in with what they have now. Like, I don't think we're going to be getting like Damian Lillard. We're not going to be getting a big name like that. If the Knicks do get a big name, it's going to be by landing a top four pick. They've got like a 7% chance or something at the top of my head for that to happen. But yeah, it's gonna be. I think it's honestly gonna be a quiet offseason. Not watch them go and get Donovan Mitchell. That'd be so stupid. I think most Knicks fans at this point want to just keep the young core and build around them. Sounds good to me. Like, sure, as a YouTube content creator, the more moves, more rumors were in the better. But I mean, we're all here for one thing, and that's for the Knicks to actually be a good team down the line. Not, I don't really care if the Knicks make the playoffs or not, but as long as they're set for the future, that's more important to me. The longevity of the channel. I mean, the Knicks have a horrible future, like the channel's kind of screwed. So actually, and if you think about it, it's actually better if the Knicks kind of don't go out and make these moves because it hasn't worked in the past, and why would it work now? I mean, you look at the teams in the playoffs, the Warriors, they built their core. The Grizzlies, they built their core. The Mavericks, they're trying to figure it out. I mean, they've had a lot of the same guys. They've got Luca, who they drafted. The Phoenix Suns again. Yeah, they drafted a lot of those players. Chris Paul trade, sure, but am I missing anyone? The Bucks. I mean, I mean, Giannis, Chris Middleton, and they got Drew Holiday, so a couple of trades in there, and then yeah, you guys kind of get the point. There's no need to go on, but a lot of these teams built their core, so why shouldn't the Knicks, right? Looking at the Lakers, they're built through free agency and they're built through stars. That's not the modern NBA. Well, sure, the Lakers got Anthony Davis and won a Mickey Mouse bubble ring, but what have they done since? Like nothing. The Lakers have a garbage future. The Knicks are way better than the Lakers. They're better this season. Injuries, sure, but the Knicks are way better off than the Lakers. So Knicks are doing the right things, man. Outside of that, so we touched upon Randall's play, his contract, Obi Toppin. Oh yeah, there's one more thing that I didn't write down, but I want to talk to you guys about. So let's look at the current Knicks depth chart. So they've got RJ Barrett, they've got Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickly, Cam Reddish. If you look at those players, they're all incredibly young, but they're also better with quicker pace. Like RJ Barrett is great going downhill. Obviously, Emmanuel Quickly can push it. Julius Randle is not a fast player. He can create. He's kind of a slower type of guy. I mean, the Knicks are just so much better off with going out and trading Randall for a playmaker that has high IQ that can put the ball in the hoop. Like D'Angelo Russell on this team would be fantastic because he's expiring. If it doesn't work out, cool. We're not committing to you. But if it does work out, well, I mean, again, we can give D'Lo a 3 or 4 year contract, like as long as it's not too much money. I mean, D'Angelo Russell is just a much like I don't. Is he a better player than Julius Randle? I would say so. It depends, like if he's used right. Like if you put D'Lo in pick and roll situations and push the pace, like I mean, dude, like D'Lo could legit be a star for the Knicks. So Julius Randle is just he had one good season and he's never going to get back to that. To where D'Lo can absolutely get back to 2019. There's no doubt in my mind. You guys might disagree, but I doubt it because if you watch Julius Randle this season, you would definitely know that it was tough at times. Like it was almost unwatchable. Julius Randle was so bad shooting the basketball for us. Put up numbers, but basically empty box, like empty stats if you think about it. So, but outside of that, bro, like the Knicks need to trade Julius Randle. I think he's a good dude. I wish him the best. I'm never gonna root against Julius Randle. I really hope that he can go to a new team and compete for a championship and keep doing good things. But I don't really think he's built for New York. Not many people are, but I look at Julius Randle and this isn't gonna work. I don't want Julius Randle on this roster anymore. I don't want him long term. It's Obi Toppin this season could be better than Julius Randle. And Obi Toppin doesn't really need the ball in his hands. I mean, he's a catch and shoot 46% in the last 5 games from three, catch lobs. He's super athletic. Obi Toppin is built to play in New York, man. I'm not saying Obi Toppin is going to carry the Knicks to a championship, but Obi Toppin is the guy we want to build around, man. The Knicks have a good young core. They've got picks to work with. Obviously, they've got money because they're in New York. I mean, the Knicks are going to make noise, man. It's not going to be with Julius Randle, though. It's your boy, Knicks Daily. You can also find me over at Swaggy if you're looking for just strictly NBA content. And guys, I appreciate the support, man. It really does mean everything. And once again, drop a like on the video, man. Do it for the Knicks PJs, bro.